Hi everybody, it's Joanne. Sorry, I'm trying to get this fixed up. So I'm in the middle of the screen. Yesterday I had posted something about those two guys that I think that they had their hand out asking people for money and then they went and bought drugs with it. I saw them. They looked like they were high as hell, and so there's different things that I have been thinking about this. Um, on so many levels, there's so many things gone wrong. The system has failed these guys in some ways, and in another breath, you could say that they have free will. The older guy knows better, and the older guy is playing the younger guy. And on some levels, the younger guy he looks messed up. This guy looks like, he looks like a bad guy, this guy. But I could look past that and say it's just my opinion on what he looks like, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Um, but if you go deeper, then I just feel for this guy, this younger guy, because this older guy is playing him like a puppet. He's his bitch, and he doesn't even know it. You know, and so if anybody's out there listening to that, like I said yesterday, important thing to do is if you want to help these guys out, give them a phone number, call 311 or 211. If you're, unless you want to fund drug use, unless you want to fund a lifestyle with a drug addict. But you know what? Here's the ugly truth, and I'm going to say it, and this is not going to be pretty, but this is the truth. You may start off in a home where you're beaten, abused, molested. You may start off in poverty, so hungry, and there's a part of this world that gets off on that. It actually likes taking it to you. But, in North America, particularly America, you have free will. And it is a perilous fight. This is why I've named this. Um, there's a company called, my company is called A Perilous Fight Consulting. But the reason that I do these shows on YouTube is to really to share some of the wisdom to the younger ones out there that may have come across this and say, and they're so frustrated and stressed out, they don't know what's going on. I'm going to explain some of it to you. See, what happens, we're born into circles. We're born, some are born into privilege, some are born into everybody around them is in making money off corruption. Sometimes you're born into everybody's making money off the taxpayers. Like, look at the royals. I mean, it's ridiculous. The lifestyle they live. And I mean, really? Are you serious? You know? Um, then there's people like the mass that's born into middle class or middle class that have a lot of, um, I don't know, there's just all kinds of worlds within this world. And sometimes, you know, it's like intentional because when you go to school, see, it used to be the industrial age, but now it's not. Now is the age of information. You can get online and you could use the greatest gift that God gave you is your common sense, and you could ask any questions you ever wanted to ask your dad that wasn't there for you, any questions you wanted to ask your mom and she wasn't there to answer you. You can just type the question into Google, okay? Because the truth of the matter is that most people really, most there may be a lot of people that love you, but as far as care enough about you to get beyond your attitude, because you might have attitude, you might be stressed out, pissed off, annoyed, and you have big attitude. Plus, you couple that with the fact that you're young and you think you know everything. Maybe you're a Mr. Know-it-all, right? They even made a song about it. But the truth of the matter is that this world likes to take it. It's like a spiritual war going on, right? To the core of our living, like there's God and then there's evil things. that's going on too. And it comes right through people, through their intention at you. So if you think that you're gonna meet one criminal and you're never gonna meet another one, that's not how it works. If you think one person's gonna rip you off, then you've kind of paid your dues, and then the next person's not gonna. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. Okay? If you could have a bad father, a bad mother, a bad uncle, a bad cousin. You could have people, there are all kinds of things going on. So you got to get the noise out of your life, and you got to say, who am I making money for? And are they playing me? Are they using me? And when do they put the money on the table? Do they say, oh, I got it, when they're only paying for something that's $1.35? Do they put $20 on the table, and meanwhile you put 200? This goes on all over the world. All over the world. So, a man should provide, should protect. He should be a God-fearing man. He should make good decisions for his family, and he should not be played. And that's what a man should do. And a man should also start fighting some of these battles to go after in a non-violent way, to the bad guys out there that are making it. A lot of bad guys are helping other bad guys, and that's what's what's wrong with the world. So I'm here to help you. So I'm here to help that guy that is being used by that older guy that's scamming people for their money. It's like, if you need food, call 311 or 21. Make the effort. You got to make the effort. This world doesn't owe you a damn thing. I'm going to tell you that. It doesn't owe you. You may think up in your mind, because you know what? If you have the same sensibility that you did when you were like 13, 14, 15 years old, have you picked up a book? Have you read anything online? Have you you can listen to some educational videos, like not useless crap. I'm talking real world. Listen to Trump. I mean, look, anybody's a billionaire in this world, they're half crazy. I mean, they gotta be, right? But Trump cares about the states, that's for sure. But there's more than Trump. There's Robert Kiyosaki. Listen to what he says in his circle. Ken McElroy, and I never remember the other guy's name. I could see his face. Mike Malone. Listen to Napoleon Hill. Listen to Will Smith. Listen, to Susie Orman. These are people that can empower you with real world knowledge. You want to start a driving school business. Go and take a driving school course. You don't even have to be a driving instructor to own a driving school. Hire instructors. If you don't want to do that, to teach them, you don't have to. You can start a business and hire instructors. You can go, you can get online how to start a driving school business, how to market, how to advertise. They're two completely different things. And you need to understand that they're different things. In business, things run on system and needs to be very focused. You need to be, you can't group everything together in times in business. It has to be very focused, specific, mundane steps, not very exciting steps, and then it has to flow in a system. Okay, but I grew up in the hood. I grew up in a very, street that you just don't want to say you lived on. And we didn't have to for many years. Both my parents were working. I didn't know what they were just like, I don't know what they were thinking. They just didn't care enough about me, about, I felt like, they just didn't. It's like, why put me through that humiliation? We don't need to be here. Like, come on already. But things are different now. But this world will keep taking it to you as long as you let it. As long as you let that guy play you, he'll play you. He wants you working for him, high after work, and going to wherever store to buy him this and buy. Oh, really? You're gonna buy this? There's scammers all over the damn place, and they are manipulative. They'll play your emotions. They'll play you. So the next time you just say, look, she looks pretty normal. I mean, my hair's a little messy now, but sometimes, you know what it is? It's like, I want to show people that I want to help people. I'm not worried, like, you know, sometimes when I'm all dolled up, you know, I don't spend a whole lot of time on that. But when I am dolled up, I sometimes I just don't have these like things running through my mind. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But my intention is to help you. It's not, I wasn't put on this earth to be a supermodel. I have no desire to be, actually I wanted to be a model when I was younger, but I didn't trust men based on all the experiences I had. That when they did, I was approached to do some modeling, and actually a couple of times, and I was like, you know what, I don't think so, because I didn't trust them. I didn't trust them. There's too many criminals. In Canada is like, holy smokes, on a micro level where it counts, there are so many bad guys. They're all over the damn place because the system doesn't get them off the street. So, I was just saying, you really need to check to see who's playing you. And sometimes it's that buddy that you think is your buddy, but he's not. He's old enough and he knows that you don't know how the real world works. You think you do because you're 20 years old and you think you know everything and you got your attitude. And I see you all out there doing this with your head. You need a slap upside your head. Go read a book. Listen to some like real world knowledge. Gain some knowledge and the stress level will go down. Get yourself cleaned up. You can get a membership at a Y. I think they have no turn away policy. Go over there and see if you can, go and get a shower. Go over to the church and say, look, the light bulb's gone on. That woman, you can call me Mama Bear, okay? Mama Bear online, Joanne, she's trying to talk some sense into me, and I'm going to listen to her at 20. I'm not going to wait till I'm 40 years old. I'm not going to live the next 20 years of my life out there scamming people for their money. I'm not going to have my hand out and then go do drugs with the money that they give me. So, you got to be strong. You got to get these people out of your life. Sometimes you got to relocate because they're after you and you're playing you, and because you're making them a lot of money. You think the drug dealers are going to promise you the damn world and these gangs? What the fuck does a gang know about the real world? You tell me, when something goes down, your ass is going to end up in jail. What are they going to do for you then? Nothing. You talk to some of the gang members, the old school ones, they're going to tell you how it goes. All these tattoos. What the fuck is with the... I'm sorry, but today I'm a little pissed off. Why are you all marking up your bodies with tattoos? It's insane to me. You're young people, 16 years old, 20 years old. Do you think what you like, you're going to like that in 10 years? Can't you get like some kind of fake thing put on, like not fake, but a temporary one put on, and wash it off in 6 damn months? It's so it's so ugly. Oh Lord, I'm telling you. You think this is all art? Put the art on the wall, man. What you doing all this stuff to your body? It's crazy. And are you checking where you're going? If these people have clean needles, there's so many irresponsible people in the system. You'll never catch me on a small plane. That's so random, but I mean, when I think of irresponsible people, like that Spanish singer, I can't think of her name. I didn't really know her until I heard about the crash. So 6 or 8 of them died on it. Who gets on a small plane in Mexico? Like, seriously. I mean, I wouldn't even get on a small plane in Canada or the U.S., or any other country, because of irresponsible people when there's not regulation and not, wow, holy smokes, I gotta continue this in a minute. Hold on.